the humility. Yes, everyone's going to say, unless you're really, really bad at this, you're going to do well at one of these and say the right things. But he said something that I thought went above and beyond that, which is, he said, I want to be clear that there's no secret sauce to this. Well, in the 20 years of the post-Moneyball era, there are a lot of executives who think they're smart enough to have the secret sauce, when the reality is this game is impossibly complex. It throws surprises at you all the time, and the real edge is knowing to be humble enough that the game will always surprise you. So, to me, that was the key from what we heard from him today.
Yeah, you guys have already said the main thing, but what I was looking for was his ability to communicate. You talk about how smart the guy is, but the only way to get what's in your head out is to be able to communicate that to other people. And he came across great. I've heard nothing but great things coming into this, so I was paying attention to how he sounds. And to be that smart of a person, to be able to communicate it on a level I know that's going to get to coaches and players and baseball ops staff, that's what I was looking for. And he came across, with spades.
He handled himself fine. I feel like the big issue for me would be, I've always said this in years past, like, you have a team with great resources like the Mets, right, or the Yankees in years past. And one of the advantages they have is that they can eat up the mistakes, but they also make more mistakes that Stearns can't make in Milwaukee because he doesn't have the resources. Now, Todd, you look at Stearns, a guy who's had success in Milwaukee with a lesser payroll. Are there any questions maybe that you have about him handling a bigger resource pool of maybe wanting bigger free agents? And there's going to be more mistakes, I would think, just natural, having more resources, more opportunity to make more mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, there is. Look, he said very clearly, it's an advantage to have the resources. Nobody's going to sit here and say it's not a great advantage to have the resources. But at the same time, it's kind of like with the power you're given, there's got to be some sense of restraint, because you can fall into that trap here with some unlimited resources to think buying is the best option. I don't think I felt that from him. And I think part of the reason that maybe that's not the case is because he didn't have that ability and still found success in other places. So I think what the takeaway from that is he does deep analysis on what's going to translate on the field. Whether or not the price makes a great fit for the organization depends on the organization. But I think at the onset is this analysis that I'm doing going to make this fit on the field be more productive, and then start thinking about the finances. And I think that's the way you have to think, because it's a blessing and a curse to have unlimited resources. I think we've already seen that, and I think he knows that coming in.